and scenario in the region. If one of these countries, main countries in Iran, and other some, Islamic nations in the region. So I believe these are the baseless allegations, and all the activities of Iranian enrichment uranium is under control of IAEA. They are monitoring all the activities on Iran. They put their cameras inside the sites of the enrichment of uranium, and they control all the activities daily. As reiterated, the head of the Mr. Al-Baradei, ex-chief of the head of the IAEA, there are no any evidence of the following the production of the nuclear weapons in Iran. Thank you, Excellency.
Well, thank you very much. Let us see, Rosma has got a lot of questions, but I will allow her to answer only 2 questions at first. Later, when we have time, we will answer the rest. So now, I call upon Director Sri Paruka.
Thank you, Yama Bhagyatun. I do not know why they are interested in asking me questions. I'm just a volunteer to speak on this subject today. I have got no authority to speak on behalf of the government, and the government also doesn't brief me anything with regards to this matter. Whatever I know, I only read from the papers and from other reading materials. I'm quite surprised that someone who asked me about how come you allow the Israel ship to board or to stop at our port. So how do I answer that? I'm quite happy that Yama Bhagyatun had tipped me how to answer this question. He said that our government has signed a World Trade Agreement, so whereby the government is not allowed to stop any ships from stopping at our port. So I suppose that's the answer. I do not know the real answer, or to elaborate more on this subject matter. I will go back and ask the Prime Minister. I was only talking as a mother and a wife just now. I wasn't talking as an officer that's working in Ministry of Trade or Ministry of Transport. So I wouldn't know the real answer. But as what Tone said, we are subjected to the World Trade Agreement. So, and I also said in my speech just now, as what Mahatma Gandhi says, that an eye for an eye will make the world go blind, and vengeance seeks more vengeance. Just because the Israelis stopped our ship from sending our aid to Palestine, that doesn't mean that we should also take or make the ship from stopping at our port. To me, it doesn't. It's not going to solve any problem. The problem can be solved by bringing it up to the higher level. I think we should insist and pressure United Nations and the superpowers to solve these problems for Palestine. We can, as an NGO, we can only give support and by sending humanitarian aid to the Palestinians. Number 2 says that Malaysia is a well-known Muslim country, strength in its defense and successful democracy state, which concern about this humanity matter. Is it relevant to send several diplomats and administrators which volunteer themselves to Palestine and Israel to act as middlemen and help to solve this matter? To me, if the Israelis they don't listen to the superpowers, I do not know how they're going to listen to us. If they decide to listen to us, we don't have to send too many people. I think we only send Yang Mak Bahagia Tun Dr. Mahathir to act on behalf of Malaysian people to discuss the peace process. Only two.
Thank you.
There's another question, Tun, on Bhakti. She said, how can Bhakti, how can I, as a leader of Bhakti, pushes Bhakti into the international arena and contribute to peace? I must tell you that we have been sending a lot of aids to Palestine, like medicine, food, blankets. We have been requested to send all these materials for the children, women and the elderly, which we have been doing so. But what I would like to inform the audience is that Bhakti is also subjected to our own regulation. We are not supposed to do anything else except doing welfare and charity work. So these are the things that we've been working. We are not supposed, it doesn't say that we are allowed to participate in the peace process of countries experiencing conflicts. And I do not want to break any rule because I do not want to be called by ROS and explain. Even if we want to donate money, we have to get permission from Ministry of Finance. So we are very, very careful with what we do, and we do not want to overstep what our responsibilities are. If I want to do or participate in the peace process, I suppose I have to do it on my own or join any other NGOs. Then again, I have to seek permission from the Prime Minister. And I don't know whether he allows me or not. I don't have the answer because I have not asked this question. When I ask this question and he answers, then I'm able to inform the person who asked this question. His name is Datuk. I don't know which Datuk. I think there's so many Datuks in this on the floor. So those are my answers.
Thank you very much. I would like to remind ourselves that we have to stop at 5:15 because the Deputy Prime Minister will be here to close this session. But before that, I would like to ask the representative of the Arab League a question from Nur Hussein Yimar of University Putra, Malaysia. He asked what tangible. He remarks that after each tragedy, the Arab League would meet and would condemn the action. Now we are discussing on taking action for peace in Gaza. What tangible actions have been planned to be taken by the Arab League? Question 2. As Arabs being major petrol producers, do the League have ever thought of using petrol as a means of putting more pressure on Israel by the international community? If yes, when? If no, why? Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks for those who put these two questions. They are very important questions. As for the actions, of course, governments, when they state their position, it is a sort of action because